You may already use Viewpoint Analytics and understand the value of its standard reports. Let's take you to the next level by showing you how to customize a standard report to enhance and clarify the information you see. After logging in and accessing Viewpoint Analytics, you will be taken to your My Reports folder, containing the reports you have created and saved. Here are a number of common reports that you probably run on a regular basis. The real power of Viewpoint Analytics is realized when you customize these reports to enhance and target the information you need. Let's click on Contract Summary Report. The screen will refresh as the report loads. Here we see basic contract data for your company, job code, and departments. You will first need to copy the report before you can edit it. From the expansion menu in the upper right, select Copy Report. The Copy Report window opens, asking you where you want to copy the report. Select My Reports folder and click Copy. Next, from the folder drop-down menu, open your My Reports folder. You should see the newly copied report at the top of the list. Double-click to open the report. It is best to rename the report to distinguish it easily. From the expansion menu, click Rename Report. For the time being, we'll call this Contract Summary Report with a date extension. Click Save. To make changes to the report, click on the Edit icon in the upper toolbar. This will open up the Edit view of the report. In the far left column, you'll see the fields available for the report. In the Layout column, you see the fields currently being used in the report, in rows, columns, and measures. The main panel is the report canvas, and above that are the tools used to edit the report. Let's customize this report. Let's say you are a project manager and you would like to see the contract performance of just the projects you've worked on. First, you need to add the project manager field. You can add fields by simply double-clicking them in the Fields panel. The project manager field is added to the rows, and as the report refreshes, we see it in the report canvas. Another way to add fields is to simply drag them to a row, column, or measure in the Layout panel. Here, we will add original contract value by dragging it to the Measures area and placing it as the first measure. Again, the report refreshes with the new information. As is, the report will display all data assigned to the user, all projects and jobs in team for the selected business units. This might be a lot of data. You can eliminate fields that you don't need by right-clicking on their header and selecting Remove from Report. You can also use filters to show only the information that is relevant to you. In this case, you only want to see the information from one project manager, so you open the Filter panel and drag the project manager header up into the Filter panel. The Filter window will open. First, you'll give this new parameter a name. Then, in the left panel, you can select the item or items you want to include, then click the right arrow to include them. Or, as in this case, simply double-click on the item. When you have made the selection, click OK. The report data will immediately refresh. Note there are two other ways to apply filters. You can right-click on the column header and select Filter. Or Click on the Items expansion menu in the Layout column and select Filter. Either way, the filter window will open, allowing you to select the items that you want to include. As we mentioned earlier, the power of Viewpoint Analytics is demonstrated in its ability to go beyond standard measures to create calculations that reveal additional information. In this example, what if you wanted to compare original contract value with current contract value? You can do this by creating a user-defined measure. Begin by right-clicking on one of the measure headings. From the menu, hover on User-Defined Measure, and then select Create Calculated Measure. The Create Calculated Measure window will open with the measure you selected already in the calculation panel. You must give your new measure a name. In this case, you'll call it Contract Variance. Create a calculation by selecting a mathematical operation, in this case minus, then choosing another measure in the left-hand panel and using the right arrow to add it to the calculation. Or, as in this case, simply double-click on the item. In this example, you are subtracting current contract value from original contract value. Click OK. The report will refresh and the new measure will appear in the report and in the layout panel as well. Clicking on the gear icon in the upper right, you can select report options and select grand totals for rows or columns. You can also visualize your report graphically, but first, you may want to hide fields that you don't want to see in a graph or a chart. Right-click on their headers and select Hide from Chart. To view your report graphically, click on the chart icon in the toolbar to reveal any number of graph formats. Select one and the report will generate. Click on the grid icon to return to the standard view. You can export your report by selecting the gear icon in the upper right corner and hovering over Export to reveal the export options: PDF, CSV, and Excel. Now that you've gone through the effort to customize this report, you should save it. Using the Save icons in the upper right toolbar, you can simply save it as is with its current name. It will automatically save in your My Reports folder. Or you can click Save As to rename it, save it to a specific folder, or save it in the Public Reports folder for the rest of your team to view if you have the admin role to do this. Here, you will save it to your Analytics folder and rename it more accurately. This example demonstrates how simply you can use a standard report as the basis for creating a totally new report that reveals information you want and need. I hope you can see the unlimited potential of Viewpoint Analytics to provide insight that will drive better results for your business. Happy reporting, and thank you for your time.